Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Devin?
And the message usually received, D.A. Thank you. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's White in at the 1 spot. And for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Lowry out there with Victor Oladipo. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Inside, here's Adebayo. Can't hit that one. Williams with the defensive effort. Passes to White. In the corner, Horford with it. Celtics passing it around. Here's Williams. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Lowry against Horford. Down low. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Lowry.
Maybe some underrated parts of Kevin Love is the strength that he has in that lower body. Excels at absorbing that contact and then up and powers through.
Here's Miami now. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Now here's White, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. A second chance effort, and Oladipo pulls it down.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight. Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet, only 1 of 4 from the field.
Horford finds Brown. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oh, yeah. And if you didn't think Oladipo could fill the lane in transition, he answered your questions there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And Brown drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Butler finds Adebayo. Over Williams. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Celtics have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw good from Brown. You know, Brent, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number 1. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Well, their pass it to Hero. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Hero.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Tatum passes to Williams. And here we go. It's Butler. Love right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason. And you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
And here's Tatum for 3. Miami leading by 7. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Heat moving the ball around. And Adebayo throws it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Poked away. Outside Williams. He dishes it to White. At the elbow, Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? And the layup good by Brown. Brown's got 5.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Kyle Lowry has an incredibly sharp mind for the game of basketball, doesn't he, Brent?
Well, Kyle thinks the game just so well out there. You drop him in any situation, and he's going to figure it out. So for any team, he's a great floor leader, and he's one of those guys that in clutch moments you know is going to come through.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Yurtseven's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Caleb Martin comes in for Kevin Love. And Strus is subbed in for Butler. And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well. Oh, great ball movement there.
I see him. Now Muscala. Williams looking over the floor. Back to Muscala. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 16-7 run. Yurtseven kicks to Hero. 1:53 left in the first. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Brogdon against Hero. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Miami leading by 7. Outside Lowry. Back to Hero. There's 1:17 left to play here in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Smart. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Gallinari. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Gallinari gathers his rhythm. He simply rises up and nails the interior shot.
Now the pass to Strus. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Here's Lowry following the bucket by the Celtics.
And there's a quality about the way Kyle Lowry steps onto the floor and plays with intensity that I think competitors and even opponents really appreciate. He just gives the game everything that he possibly has, and it elevates his play.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. And so Lowry nails both of them.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brogdon with it. Lowry picks him up. Smart dishes to Gallinari. On the wing, Williams. Back to Brogdon. He feeds it to Williams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Williams has got 6.
That's a good pass there. Brogdon sees the passing lane and then finds a way to get it to his teammate.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami ahead. They're up by 5. And we've got more NBA action on. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's White in at the point.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
And he sinks the second. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Brown against Oladipo. Back to Adebayo.
And the defense just all over Bam, but he hangs tough.
And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility. And with Bam Adebayo, I mean, we all know how skilled he is as a scorer and how athletic he is as well. But what about his passing?
Well, as much as I want to compliment Bam and his abilities to do that, I have to give some credence here to the coaching staff leaning into that ability that Bam has. They trust that he's going to make good decisions in the half court, and that has opened up a lot of things for them offensively.
Butler against Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. It's Butler that time on the assist by Adebayo. Butler's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize. That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Left side, Love. Al Horford with the rebound. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the 76ers. And he makes that one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Butler. Lowry against White. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Puts it up for Adebayo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. White the pass to Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's White, and he banks in the layup. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lowry passes to Butler. Back to Lowry. Up top, Adebayo. He's guarded by Williams. The kick out to Oladipo. Shoots over Brown. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. And the Heat lead by 11.
Shot selection paying off there. Patience by Oladipo, and then knocks it down from the perimeter.
And here's Brown outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler on the wing. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. To the paint. Here's Williams. No good that time. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Oladipo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
For Miami, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Yurtseven's checked in for Love. Max Strus comes in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Kyle Lowry. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Martin's checked in for Oladipo. Here's Smart. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And for Miami, a tough way to go out last season. Game 7 at home against Boston. Jimmy Butler pulls up for a 3, and that close to the final.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tyler Hero picks one up.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Brent, even when playing catch-up, the Heat were maybe one shot away from heading to the finals for the second time in 3 years.
Yeah, lots of questions around that shot, Kevin, too, about whether Jimmy should have drove or shot it. And look, let Jimmy be Jimmy. He took the shot. He didn't make it. And so now it's about getting back on the grind and trying to get back there. This team has the mental toughness to put themselves in that position.
Strus knocks down the 3-ball. Strus has got 7 points in the game.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Strus, and he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Stolen by Smart.
And just very little chance of that pass finding the target from that distance.
And Gallo knows how to finish through contact. Excellent touch from there from the big fella.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team but hate to play against.
Yeah. And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Here's Adebayo. He's got 8. Dishes to Martin. Back to Adebayo. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Outside, Smart. To the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. To the inside. Hero, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Miami leading by 12. Inside, good save it. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. For 3, Brogdon. That one, no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat lead by 14. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
31. Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on the defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. They scorched the hardwood with an aggressive style that put them on a 12-3 run to start. By the end of the first quarter, they still had an 8-point lead. Moving through quarter number 2, their focus was razor sharp, and the points came with it. They also made some excellent defensive stops and are clearly in control of this one, up by 14. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
They scored very effectively. The exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, Just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Victor Oladipo is out there with Lowry. Then it's Max Strus. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Love in at the 4 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Brown the pass to Williams. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the free throw, no good.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
White against Lowry. Pass to Strus. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Tatum. Goes back up. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Tatum's got his first points of the night. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Miami Heat. Outside Butler. He kicks it to Oladipo. Bounce pass from Lowry. Strus passes to Butler. That 3 off the mark.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Aggressive and efficient. Tatum using his size around the rim. That's what this team wants to see more of.
Outside Lowry. He takes it in. Well, wide open look for Love. Miami no good on that time either.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that one doesn't cost them.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Brown. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Butler. Back to Lowry. Good ball movement here by Miami. Oladipo taking his time here. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the 3 ball is good. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a wing that you're going to have to stay connected to out there. That was a sweet stroke.
Tatum kicks to White. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Tatum down low. Defended by Butler. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Tatum. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Passes it to Strus. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Lowry, 5 on the clock, and it's sent back by Horford.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
And it's Brown missing. The Heat leading by 9.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Oladipo outside. Love outside. Over Williams. Here's Butler. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Now Jimmy Butler using his size there. And a good job of expecting where that rebound was coming down.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was. But, Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
Good saving. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Brogdon the pass to Brown. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. Miami leading by 11. Outside Butler. Pass to Hero. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And Miami making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Back to Butler. And the pass to Adebayo. To the middle. Good saving. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
Celtics have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
Martin's checked in for the Heat. Celtics also with a sub. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Williams.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Brown against Hero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. There's 1:40 left to play here in the third. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
Here's Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
.110 left to play in the third. Oladipo against Smart. Oladipo misses. Celtics trail by 6. It's Brown on the wing. He's got 13. Nice ball movement by Boston. He can't hit that time. Great D that time for Martin. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And he gets it to go. And 11 points for Jimmy Butler.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Gallinari passes to Brown. Back to Gallinari. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Here's Brogdon, and he goes in for the dunk.
How about Brogdon rising up to the rim?
And so here is Miami. 6-point game. Here's Hero. They get it back. And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Ogden on the wing. He's joined by Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Horford, and it's White in at the point. The offensive rebound, another shot, and there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Heat.
Activity and effort and just waiting for the moment. Kevin Love picks that one up. Instinctual score there.
Tatum against Love. And with that, the Heat lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Tatum.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
Love can't hit. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw good from Brown. And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Tatum passes to Brogdon. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Stolen by Brogdon. Tatum kicks to Brogdon. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here we go. It's Butler. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. That one on Horford.
Now, Jimmy's an interesting personality on the team, so between what the staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates, that can be a delicate balance.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Yurtseven. Celtics also with a sub. Williams is checked in.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim?
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the Heat call time here. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
The Heat with the lead. Butler with the ball. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Horford finds Brogdon. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Hero on the wing. Outside Butler. The 10-footer. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You've got to play tough, physical defense.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, the Heat have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to Lowry. Back to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Rebound by the Celtics.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Butler with the ball. Williams picks him up. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here they go. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out. They're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Miami. Tatum finds White. Back to Tatum. Passes it to Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
Everybody knows that the ball is going to Horford in that situation because he routinely makes big shots.
And the Heat call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Well, they're passing to Lowry. It's Oladipo on the wing. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Brogdon. It's White on the wing. Now recovering. Outside, Horford. Tatum on the wing. Over Butler. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Nice again. Tatum's shot is off. The Heat trail by 4. Adebayo kicks to Oladipo. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Tatum against Love. Tatum passes to Horford. And it's in there. Horford's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
Well, the game is tight. It really helps having a player like Horford who rises to the occasion of leading a late-game charge.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Chalk up 2 there.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Here's Butler. Over Tatum. Butler, no good. And so White will bring it up for Boston. Now here's Tatum. Lets it go with a 3. And they'll get another chance. On deep. The long-distance 3 is buried. And now an 11-point Celtic lead.
The quick thinking of Tatum. You have to be impressed with how he readies himself to shoot before he gets the ball.
Here's Butler over Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum. He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And so Butler nails both of them. So it's Boston now. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. The 3 from Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
From deep 3-point range, misses. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense, so what got you guys going in the second half?
Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. We were too tense. We weren't having any fun. We started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that if you smile, you make shots. I'll keep that in mind. Congrats, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.